The US-Israel-Iran war has now entered its second full week, and the conflict is showing no signs of de-escalation. Yesterday, US Central Command released footage confirming strikes that destroyed at least 16 Iranian mine-laying vessels near the Strait of Hormuz, a direct response to reports that Iran was deploying naval mines to threaten tanker traffic and potentially close the strait. Iran has responded with vows of a severe retaliation, while airstrikes continue in Tehran and the new hardline leadership signals no surrender. But beneath the tactical headlines lies a far more dangerous long-term risk. Did these strikes actually increase the probability that Iran will pursue nuclear weapons? Leading war strategists and escalation experts have warned exactly that, and the odds of further escalation are alarmingly high. Today we break down the latest assessments, why this could accelerate Iran's nuclear timeline, and what it means for oil markets, safe haven assets, defense stocks, inflation, and your portfolio in 2026. Here's what we know right now. US precision strikes targeted Iranian naval vessels, including about 16 dedicated mine-laying ships. CENTCOM footage shows rapid hits in the waters near Hormuz. Iran had reportedly begun deploying sea mines, a classic asymmetric tactic to disrupt tanker traffic without full closure. About 1/5 of the world's seaborne oil passes through this narrow choke point every day. Even the threat was enough to keep risk premiums elevated. President Trump has claimed the war could end very soon, or is ahead of schedule, but on the ground, airstrikes continue in Tehran. Teams report heavy overnight bombardment. Iran's new supreme leader and aligned hardliners have vowed resistance. 140+ US service members wounded, some severely, and at least 7 killed in retaliatory strikes on regional bases. Gulf allies, Bahrain, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia, are reporting damage from Iranian missiles and drones. This is not de-escalation. It's an active escalation trap. Iran's nuclear program was already at a dangerous threshold before the current conflict. Pre-war IAEA assessments, late 2025, estimated Iran possessed enough 60% enriched uranium, highly enriched, but not yet weapons grade, to produce material for multiple nuclear warheads if further enriched to 90%. Stockpile estimates: about 400 to 440 kilograms of 60% material, sufficient for roughly 5 to 10 warheads after additional processing. Recent strikes damaged centrifuge halls and infrastructure but did not eliminate the material. Much of the stockpile is believed stored underground or dispersed, for example at hardened sites like Isfahan and Fordow. IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi noted in early March 2026 that significant quantities remain unaccounted for or protected. Strikes may delay production timelines, but they have not removed the capability. The real danger is political, not just technical. The previous supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, had long maintained a religious fatwa against nuclear weapons and kept the program as a threshold capability. Strikes that neutralized him and key moderates in the IRGC have removed internal checks. The new leadership, more aggressive and survival-oriented, now faces a stark reality. A non-nuclear Iran was directly attacked. Nuclear capability becomes the ultimate deterrent. Parallels to North Korea surviving versus Iraq, Libya falling. Nationalist backlash consolidates power around hardliners. Expert assessment: we've given them every incentive to develop them. This is a classic escalation trap. Tactical success breeds strategic backlash. Long-term simulations of these conflicts show a predictable pattern. Confidence in precision strikes leads to underestimation of political consequences. Targeted state becomes more nationalist and determined. Limited war becomes protracted or expands. In this conflict, we are currently in stage 1-2, airstrikes plus proxy responses. Expert simulations give a 75% probability of escalation to stage 3. Full-scale war, potentially involving boots on ground or wider regional involvement. If Iran moves toward nuclear breakout, even a crude device, the market reaction would be immediate and severe. For macro watchers and investors, oil. Nuclear fears sustain elevated risk premium. Brent is about $89–91 today, a pullback from $119 highs, but breakout news or a Hormuz closure could send it back to $120 fast. U.S. domestic producers like Exxon and CVX remain the clearest winners. Safe havens, gold and Bitcoin behave as insurance. BTC has held above 70K amid uncertainty. Defense sector, escalation equals contracts. LMT, RTX, NOC benefit from IRGC losses and higher budgets. Inflation and rates. A persistent energy shock leads to pass-through costs and a higher-for-longer Fed policy. Debt pressure. U.S. federal debt approaching $39 trillion. Annual interest already over $1 trillion. Higher rates make servicing costs explode. Systemic tightening. This is the classic energy shock E+ leverage crunch scenario. Bombs don't just hit targets. They change politics. And in this case, they may have accelerated the very outcome the strikes were meant to prevent. If you're tracking how geopolitics rewrites capital flows, oil markets, safe haven demand, defense positioning, and structural debt risks, subscribe to Digital Capitalist for deeper macro breakdowns. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Nuclear breakout odds, realistic or overstated? Your hedge play, gold, Bitcoin, energy stocks, or cash on the sidelines? The biggest market moves rarely start in the headlines. They start in the undercurrents, like this one. See you in the next breakdown. Stay informed, stay positioned.